Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Sacred Earth Offerings and this month's Oracle card reading. I am going to start to do each month pick a card for the coming 4 weeks or however long it is for February. And here are your piles. Oops. I have some tinctures in my lap here that I'm gonna do in a bit. I've used my for the moment favorite decks, and so if you haven't done a pick a card reading yet in your life, then how fun to start with one this month. Now, take a deep breath and sit back and just feel into what you need to hear most this coming month. And you can pause the video if you like and just see which deck or pile of cards that speak to you mostly. And then you can go to the description and see what time that is for you. And if you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's of course okay. So yes, let's see what this month has in store. Hello, you guys who chose pile number 1. Okay, let's see what we have here for your month. Okay, great. This is really interesting. I'm gonna start with, let's see here. I'm gonna start with, we have beauty. And we have Shakti coming to you. So one thing that I'm feeling with this is that there is a need to be by yourself. There's a need to feel into what pace of things you need to take. When I tuned into these cards a bit before, I felt slightly pressured, like things are moving a bit quick and they are, there's some sort of a stress element in your life. Because you're, on one hand, you are developing your own true self. You're starting to look at yourself in a new way. You are looking in the mirror and seeing more things. These moths in the hair here represent, they are a kind of butterfly, so it's a transformational process. But you also need to keep your boundaries. You need to stay in your own space and need to be quite careful of who you allow into your energy, who you allow to see your full self. Because there is a lot of energy flowing. There's, what's the word? It's development. That's the word I'm getting. Development. That's kind of what I'm feeling with you. Just gonna see if I'm gonna, there. Yeah, so you are growing. And this is something that has been going on for some time. I don't feel like this is a new thing. I feel like this has been moving and shaking and happening within you for some time now. But for February, because you've done so much work here, you have gained so much wisdom, you have aligned so much of yourself, but there is still a need to be held, to be sort of put in an energetic sphere of protection for your own best development's sake, because then we have, let's see what to do next. Yes, let's do these here. We have fertility, which is an amazing card. She's just sowing new seeds. She's all about all the new ideas. This is the Easter energy. Ostara is another name for Easter. Iostre is another name for this fertility goddess that comes to give birth to new conditions, comes with new ideas, comes with inspiration. And I feel like you have been laying down the groundwork for new ideas for a long time. But this is really starting to show itself. You're starting to feel more energy coming back for creating, for actually manifesting a lot of these ideas that have been nurtured and have been growing in this inner environment, and you're starting to kind of show off who you have become now. there is I feel like I want to come out of my shell, but I'm not quite ready to do that. I'm not quite there yet because, you know, some dreams need to have some time before they are ready to be presented, because you need to be completely secure within yourself before. And something that sort of corroborates this is here. We have quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So here we have a calling to stay in your own space, to guard yourself, to be careful with who you let into your space, with who you share things with, not to be afraid or anything, nothing like that at all, but just because you've sort of I feel like you've let go of big chunks of yourself, and there's still a sense of a void where they used to be. Like your old self is no more. And this new self needs some time and space to strengthen. You know, when a snake sheds its skin, the new skin is very pink and fragile and very soft and vulnerable. And so there is some time on this end here. I feel, you know, take some time alone. Be sure to regain your energy, be balanced. But on the other hand, also, I feel like I want to start expressing. I want to start to show myself off. Who am I now? Because a lot of stuff has happened. There is an interesting card coming here, which is the curse for February. Let's see. I feel like this has more to do with how I see myself than anything else. I feel like this is more to do with your own inner voice, your belief in yourself, your sense of awareness regarding your own self-sabotage, which sometimes comes up, and it creates this kind of a curse upon yourself with how you speak about yourself. What words do you use when it comes to narrating your own story, when it comes to who are you in the world? During February, this is going to come up, and through mirrors, through other people maybe, but mirrors of how you're going to get back what you serve out into the world in a very clear way. And in that sense also then, how you speak about yourself, you're going to see that come back to you. And I don't want to scare you, and I don't want it to sound like ominous, because the curse sounds very ominous, but it's not. It's more like a learning curve of actually, you know, you deserve beauty. So if you give beauty away, and I mean as well, if you keep talking about yourself, and I know this from experience, this is what I'm practicing right now, so I'm feeling very close to this subject right now. If you always go around and talk about yourself as incompetent, or as, well, I can't do this, or I don't know how to handle money, or I'm not very good with boundaries, or I'm always so insecure, or whatever it is, this is going to become your reality. This is going to become what you create for yourself, a curse that will spiral around and create your inner environment. And part of this quiet time calling is for you to have time to really contemplate this. What are you talking about in your own head? What are you saying to yourself? What is the storyline that you are repeating that is creating your world? And is it actually true? Do you believe it? Is there something else you could tell yourself? So I feel like February will come with opportunities for the growth in this area for you. They are very proud of what you've done. You are gaining a lot of momentum here, but this is like the center blockage that is here for you, or like the current challenge, if you will. From the Starseed Oracle, oh, this is beautiful. Okay, a little more positive note here. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. We like that. Lovely. So here we have, we'll put that above the curse. So this is also here. This is also here as a super beautiful influence where you're being called to just enjoy yourself, to allow yourself to feel beautiful, to allow yourself to relax, to enjoy life, to make love to the miracle that is you, you know. And I mean, in a symbolic sense or in the real sense if you want to. I mean, do what you like. But enjoy yourself. This is like a pool of life. She's sitting there on a what is it, a lotus leaf? And just looking at this beautiful, blissful place, this Lemuria on earth. And I feel like if you feel like this is too much, or if you feel like you're overwhelmed, go back to this energy, go back to this. What do I feel? What would make me feel joy today? What would make me feel like a giddy little child again? What do I want to do for play? Do I want to go and treat myself to something beautiful? Or do I want to go for a spa treatment? Or do I want to watch my favorite movie that I loved as a kid? Or do I want to call my absolutely best friend and just talk about stupid stuff for however long? You know, allow yourself to be human and allow yourself to be playful. Allow yourself to not be serious for a while, because there is so much seriousness going around in the world, and we need, of course, this is important. It's important stuff happening, but this is also important. Joy and laughter is the most uplifting and also then releasing energy. If you allow yourself to laugh and to have fun and to be, you know, a bit like, whatever. It's just one of all the lives I've lived. This will not matter in 100 years. It might take off some of the pressure you could be feeling, or you might be feeling. I also feel like there's a lot of creativity. Here, it's interesting that these end up in the same end here. And this is like, it's like two ends of same spectrum. And in the middle is this challenge of stop. You see there's this black hand above her mouth here. Let me see if you can see this close. It's like she has put an ashen hand over her mouth. And so what comes out of her mouth is darkened. And so the self-speak, self-talk is very important to keep a check on for you, is what I'm feeling. And wash this clean, so you only speak about yourself with love. Because there is a heart here. Do you see? You are awakened here. You see clearly. The eyes are open. So, yes. This is a way to raise your vibration when it comes to how you talk about yourself. But also it's important to take your time to see it, to acknowledge it. Where does it come from? What does it want to say? Well, what kind of an inner child is this that feels the need to talk about yourself in this negative way? And why does she feel the need to do so? What has she seen? What has she felt or been a part of? So this is important to also acknowledge. You should never push it away. But wow, okay. Look at this final card for the month. Isn't this like the most beautiful thing? I can't think of a better way to close this reading, this message for you for February. Celebration, a positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success and enjoy your achievements. Let's put this here next to the surrender to sweetness. So we have these two crowning glories, beautiful cards. Let's see there. That is just putting this is the top. And I feel like this month will also start a shift from heaviness into this more celebratory energy where I feel joy again. I feel like I'm reaching into and finding connection to my joy, to my creative space, to my wisdom, because there's a lot of wisdom here. Owls are here and this golden unicorn. And you see there's a full moon here and there's a new moon here. So you have the whole spectrum of things. And this month is starting. We have a new moon, full moon, sorry, coming now in a couple of days. So I feel like this process will start with this energy celebration and then move like through this along the month and come back to this. So you have done so much work. I feel like whoever is watching this needs to hear that you've done so much work, your guides are so proud of you. They really cheer you on. And out of all these cards, the only one that is slightly challenging is this one. And that's pretty good. March is going to be a month of great shifts, globally and individually. But February, it's like this kind of final chapter, I feel, where you are laying the grounds for something very beautiful and new, but still need some time alone. But I mean, do celebrate what you've done, because you've done a lot of stuff. You have come so far. You've come so far. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Is there anything else? No, I feel like that was the whole thing. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that this has resonated or given you something to hold on to during this month that comes. And if you liked it, or if you wanted to comment, that is welcome. You're welcome to subscribe. And if you want a personal reading as well, check out my social media channels, and I'll give you the links in the description, and you can connect with me however you like. So I'm wishing you a wonderful February. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Hello, you guys who chose the middle pile. How fun. Let's see what this month has in store for you. And we have a lot of exciting energies here. I feel like you are in for a bit of everything, actually. We're starting here with fear. Kali comes in. Lovely goddess Kali. She represents everything that has to do with cutting off the ego. As you can see, I talked about Kali in my Monday mudras last time and did a Kali mudra. So if you feel called to watch that, I can recommend working with Kali mudra to handle, if you feel overwhelmed with anything, fear or people or situations. That is a beautiful mudra to get you by and to handle and distance yourself for a bit, because she is the expert and the ultimate goddess to call on if you need help with releasing whatever is blocking you. And so she's fierce. She takes no prisoners. And you also have embracing the shadow, Inanna. So these two are the base for your month. So what this tells me is that there is something that needs to be looked at. There is something in your depths that you are still working with. You are processing this. I feel like you are in the moment embracing your shadow and looking at all these different aspects. There is an element of night, of darkness, of feeling slightly lost, or slightly like I'm a bit overwhelmed at times of what is happening around me. But this is serving you because there are parts that needs to be released. There are parts of you that no longer serve you. There are parts of you that are no longer in alignment with who you really are meant to be and who you really are. And you're holding on. You're holding on to what is no longer you. And I feel like this has to do with behavior patterns, but also thought patterns and ideas of who you really are. And the thing with Kali is that she will keep on pressing and pressuring in the same word, pressuring and pushing until you release. She's relentless. She is the feminine quality of Pluto, which is the symbol of death, which we cannot escape death. That is one of the, there's nothing you can do when that comes knocking on your door. You have to release whatever you're holding. You have to release and let go, however much you like it. You can't bring money or objects or relationships beyond the veil. And this is the symbol of process we go through as humans over and over and over and over and over, on different levels of awareness and on different levels of existence, and different subjects of, if it's relationships or if it's identities or if it's what am I here to do, however it is. you will have to go through this process, and I feel like this is what is going on for you most during this month, this release. I feel like January has been quite tough on you as well when it comes to this, or you know, but it's going to come to, I'm seeing like something is going to come to a close, something is going to be more intense February. And I hear like a plop sound, or like when something is actually finally released, like, oh, that was bad, like that. And it actually just pops and something is done. So I feel like release is the message behind these. Work with releasing whatever you think that you are. Release whatever. If you feel resistance at any point, if you feel like resisting something and this causes stress and pain, that is a message. If you feel like something is not flowing the way you want it to, or if you feel like you're stressed about how something is going or not going, if something is not really working, that is a message as well. So really go through this month and look at what is going on around you, because there is a message of release here. All right, let's see which one we are going to do next. I think we're going to do this one next. Nope. Yes. All right, let's see. We have Freya. I love Freya. She's one of my favorite goddesses. I might do a story on her here on YouTube. But anyway, she is magical. She's powerful. She's fierce. She takes no prisoners. Or actually, she does. But not in the way you think. She is the equivalent of Odin, in which that she's kind of like Kali. She rules death. Or when you die, you come to her kingdom and serve her when you've died on the battlefield, that is in Valhalla. So she is a goddess that is her symbol is fierceness. Her symbol is magic. Her symbol is fertility. That's like the general one, but she's very, very strong. So this is sort of what you stand to gain this month, what you stand to discover about yourself, how powerful you really are, how many steps you've taken, how much you're capable of doing all on your own, and how, embracing your shadow, but also embracing your power, seeing how much you've actually done this past 6 months, I feel. And then we have peace. There's no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. And this is a wonderful message. I'm going to put that with Kali here, because Kali is a bit uneasy. So whatever happens, everything's going to be okay. You can see there's dolphins here. You are being held by your higher self like a little baby swaddled, and everything's going to be fine. There is nothing to worry about. Beyond this veil of illusion and fear, there is peace and joy. So trust in that, because there is so much beautiful things on its way. But you are discovering your fierce side. You're discovering your Freya. She's also the goddess of magic. So that's also there. And finding out how much magic you have. And by magic, I mean how much manifestation power and power of influencing how your life will develop and go, what you want to have in your life. It's up to you in a lot of ways. And then we have Thunder. So this is a very powerful card. Let's put that with Freya here. And we have the Beauty Way. A lotus. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Let's see if we can have to fit all the cards on here. So with this, I feel like there might be some turbulence going on during the month. That's quite clear. I feel like it has to do with embracing the shadow. Beauty Way is the calling of how you should be handling, or what you stand to gain when you face your fear. And the Beauty Way of having ultimate balance and learning that everything is beauty, everything is balance, everything is divine. No matter how it goes, it's always for the best. It's always how it's meant to be in some level. Thunder and Freya is interesting. So we have like Thor energy and Freya energy here coming. Sorry, it's a bit crooked. I'm so like, I want it to be balanced and look nice. I'm like moving the cards. I feel like thunder is going to be something in the middle of the month, February. This is going to come up in the astro reading I'm going to post as well. I'm going to do an astro forecast for the month. But in the middle of the month, 11th to 12th of February, we're going to have 7 planets transiting Capricorn. So this is going to cause quite a lot of energy here. We have, it's the new moon. It's the new moon, which is in Capricorn, in the Vedic astrology. And this is going to cause quite a lot of, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. How it's going to express itself it depends on which house this is for you. So if you don't know that, you can, you know, it's a good idea to find out. But regardless, it's going to be associated to your root chakra, to your sense of security, who you are in the world, what you're here to do. These shadows that have been coming up, fear, there is fear around a certain subject that is also going to be like, I feel like I'm shaking things up. I'm being shaken about with this card here for you to find your boldness. The beauty way and peace is like these are like two pieces of the scale, or two ends of the scale, where on one end, this is the truth, it is peaceful. You are walking the beauty way. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do. Everything is fine. You're blossoming like a lotus here and really coming into your beautiful rebirthing stage as you allow yourself to release this and be reborn. And the more you release the kind of resistance you have to this, the more of this you will have and the less of this you will have. Even though it will be quite an experience this month, I feel, for you. It doesn't have to be bad, but yeah. Yeah, let's go and see what we have here. We have the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life Expression. This is the Pleiades. This is the beautiful Pleiades. So art comes up. The Pleiadians are very talkative. They're very chatty. They love to talk. They love to channel. They love to guide. They love to be a part of things. They're very present here on Earth. You could be a Pleiadian starseed really struggling with expressing what you're really feeling. You could be a Pleiadian starseed or have Pleiadian alignment with you. But I feel like you're here to learn right now the kind of taking things with a bit of with a humor, enjoying things, even if it's thundering and rattling and being quite difficult at some points. But remember to enjoy yourself. Remember to not take things too seriously. It's just, you know, it's just life. But you are also birthing new creations. With every death comes new life. With every ending is actually a new beginning. So I feel like through this process here I feel like I want to take a deep breath. You can do this now if you want. Just breathe in and breathe out. And you can do this. And if you want to, there's a Kali breath that you can do where you open your mouth just like she does here. I'm going to show you closely here. You can see she has open mouth and she sticks out her tongue, which is full of blood. And you breathe in, and when you breathe out, you pull this face here and stick out your tongue and scrunch your face every inch you can, and you breathe out in a very hissy kind of a way, like you I'm not going to do it because it's going to sound super weird when you're not seeing my face. But like, you know, doing like I did it now. Doing like a growling sound. It doesn't have to be beautiful. This is a thing to allow yourself to release all this darkness from within and let it leave your system. So this is a good breathing exercise. I might do this on the next Monday Mudra to just show you if you feel interested in it. You can comment if you feel like it. But yes, allow it to leave your system, because new creations, new foundations, new ways of life are coming to you. So trust this and allow yourself to move through this. And this is such a beautiful ending card. Intention. Intention, intention. This is such a key. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want and be bold with your request to the universe. Be bold. Here. Let's see if I can put it here. You can see it maybe like, oops, sorry. Like so. Yes, so I feel like this is also part of this growing up and taking responsibility for yourself. Have a clear intention of what you want. Find out what it is you want. Find out what's really your deepest desire, and allow yourself to have that. Sit with it for a while, and it might cause you to be, it might be something completely different than what you expected. That might be what is coming in the middle of the month, is kind of, looking at yourself. What is it that I really want? Why did I dream about this? Why did I want to have this? Is this really what I'm here to do? And then create an intention that is very strong and focused on what you feel guided to do. And be bold. You're worthy of everything. Remember this. You're worthy of absolutely everything. And I really mean this. You're worthy of feeling peace. You're worthy of having a beauty way. You're worthy of creating your life as you want it. You're worthy of communicating and getting what you most wish from the universe, because it's every possibility of this. And you are a magical being. You're a magical person. And yes, I want to end it with that, because you really are. And I hope you have a beautiful month. And I hope this has resonated. If you feel drawn to a personal reading with oracle cards or something else, then just comment or connect with me. You'll find my information in the description. And if you like this video, you're welcome to subscribe or comment or anything, or like it. I hope that it resonated. I'm sending you so much love. Have a lovely February. Bye-bye. Hello, you guys who chose pile number 3. How wonderful. I am excited to see what this month has in store for you guys. So let's begin. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to start with these cards here. We have this card. And this is a tough card to start with, but I'm starting with it just because it is a tough card. Crisis. This deck is my favorite deck because it has a lot of strong cards that doesn't all look lovey-dovey and cute and cuddly. It's really shows every aspect. And I love when a deck has the potential and like the ability to show even these parts of life, which you might not always want to see, but it's there. But it's coupled with this play, which is so beautiful. So, I mean, that's a bit of a lightening up the energy. But what I felt when I tuned into this is there is going to be a change. Change is coming, change is inevitable, change is there. It's just moving through the change, and having this kind of energy and this kind of attitude about it is going to help you to not see it as, to not be lost in it, and to not be paralyzed by it, and to not be scared by it, because it's a phase. Everything is a phase when it's a crisis. It's also a calling. If you are going through something really difficult, to know that there is help out there, that you can, and maybe in some areas and in some situations, it could be a good thing to ask for help, and to know that there are therapists, healers, counselors, whatever you need, there's help. This card indicates that there's a deep change within you, and sometimes it could be good to have somebody help you with it. Now, everything is always up to you. You are a free person, but I'm just saying that this is something that is, you know, this card is indicating that this is quite a big thing. This is quite a deep process that you're going through and needs to be acknowledged. But at the same time, allow yourself to enjoy life. Allow yourself to have fun during. I mean, your life is not ending. It isn't. I promise you, it's not ending. It's just a phase, but it can feel like you're being, you know, thrown all over by the universe. So during this, find time to enjoy yourself. Find time to have fun. Find time to play. And however you feel that, you know, however that translates to you, do that. Find time to play. But yes, this is a month that's going to bring transformation on a very deep level, cellular level, and you could very well come out on the end of February and feel like a completely different person. And this is for the best. I mean, it's for a good, it's always for the best when this comes. Yeah, and so we have focused intention and leap of faith. I'm going to show the other one close too. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. And then we have Diana, focused intention. Keep your, what's the word here? Unwavering thoughts on your mark and on your target, and you will make your mark. So there is a deep focus on you and your development and your journey this month. And you might feel like you're stepping off a cliff in some time, at some points during this month. It could be associated with this crisis. I did put this next to here. So, I mean, it could be associated with actually voicing your concerns, connecting with somebody, psychologist, therapist, healer, and, you know, going outside of your own shell for one. It could also be that there is something that you really wanted to do, but you're so scared of doing it. But there's a calling to take a leap of faith and believe in yourself because, you know, life's a play. That could also be it. I feel like focused intention is also something that will help you maintain, like, one step at a time. Is what I'm hearing. One step at a time. One step at a time this month. One step at a time. You will be through it. The good thing is this month is the shortest month of the year. So whatever you're going through, I feel like this is the month where it's going to be like a peak coming. And then it will be, a lot of it will be over. But we have an astrological energy that is extremely strong in the middle of February, and I'm going to do an astro video as well, where you will see that between 11th and 12th February we have a lot of planets in one sign, Capricorn, which is the root chakra. So everyone is going to feel things being a bit shaken up and pushed and pulled at that time. So everyone is going to feel this month. So that might be also the time where you could feel this extra much and might need to, whatever you need to do. You are the boss of your life, obviously. So we have the Gatherer here. Now this card feels like I really want to move in towards myself. I feel slightly unsafe with this with this card. I couldn't even finish the sentence. And it's like I'm feeling like I'm not sure I'm going to. There's something regarding my root safety, my home and food and like these base things that is kind of being triggered in some way. I don't know why and I don't know how, but there's something about that. But I'm also gathering resources with you here. I'm gathering my innermost resources, and also in a way of what am I here to do? What are my gifts? What are my strengths? What is it that makes me unique? And I'm really kind of, being tested in this. during this month, but also there is so much here. I mean, if you don't see your gifts, look at how much you have. It's like millions of things on her head. And then she has all these, which, I mean, it's a symbol of nourishment. She's so full of gifts and, you know, prosperity and abundance and, you know, nourishing things. And she's so awakened. She has new moon on her cheek, and her third eye is wide open and vibrating. So there is a lot of energy here, but it's also a calling to kind of close things, because this is an autumn energy. So there are areas in your life where I'm feeling like I'm not really vibrating with this anymore. I kind of want to leave this behind. I kind of want to move towards a different sense of self and a different thing I want to do. I'm kind of thinking of what I really want. I feel like I'm closing myself in with this card and reflecting on what I'm here and what I'm here to give to the world in a very deep sense, and questioning a lot of my old beliefs. And this is related to this crisis, and this will come to a point at these dates in the middle of February. Then we have this wonderful, beautiful card. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. And Hathor is the Egyptian goddess that was originally called Lady of the Stars. She is the ultimate mother, the divine mother, sacred feminine energy. She is the most powerful mother statue in Egypt. She's the goddess who is often depicted as a cow, because the cow brings us milk. The cow nourishes us with milk. So this is why she is associated with that animal, because she is the mother, the ultimate cosmic mother. But going through a birth is quite tough. I mean, when we are born, it's in excruciating pressure and agony and screaming and blood and everything. So being born again, however that is going to take shape for you, is you might feel it. Moving through this portal here could be quite challenging, but it is done by the absolute deepest love of the universe, because you're here to do something special and you need to find out what that is. You need to know what you're here to do and be born so that you can actually take this leap of faith. So this month, I feel like generally is an energy of getting to know why you're here, getting to know what your gifts are. I'm reflecting on what I want to present to the world. You might even start thinking of a website, or if you have a website, you might be working on restructuring it or changing how you offer your services, or actually starting to offer services. However it is, I feel like something is really restructuring, and focusing on what you really want is a gift, and it's a very strong message coming to you. But you are so nourished by the divine. There is a very mothering energy around you. I see like a pink winged being around you who are listening to this right now, an angelic being that is sort of enveloping you with love. And if you close your eyes and hold your hands over your heart, you can connect with this being. And you can also ask your guides and your helpers to be with you in your hour of need. And remember, if you don't ask them, they are not able to help you. You need to invite higher frequency energies to help you if you want help. Otherwise, they won't approach you, because you are the sovereign being of your life, the one who has the free will. And to the crowning glory of this reading is imagination, envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream and believe in unlimited possibilities. I'm reading upside down here, so oh, ring light, look. Yes, so this is the absolute truth of this month for you. You are starting a whole new leaf, and you are unlimited. You have so much potential. You are an amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, that didn't go well there. Wait. Imagine having to think about these things when you do readings, huh? lighting and stuff. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oop. Yes, so imagine a new reality for yourself. I feel like there might be somebody looking at this reading, watching this reading, who have been battling, is the best word, self-doubt, who have not been believing that you have anything to offer, who have, how should I say this, who haven't had the most nourishing childhood. And this is coming up right now to be resolved. I feel like there's a child within you that didn't get to play. There's a child who didn't get to see how valuable he was. And this, you need to take now the opportunity to create this new world for yourself where you are the gatherer. You are the magical person that can create whatever life you need and whatever life you want. You can envision a new reality, and you are a magical being. And it is a tough thing to have to nourish yourself and to give yourself the love you did not receive as a child. It is something that can cause a great deal of pain, and there might be a great deal of pain to go through as you heal and release this from your aura. And this is what I mean. Sometimes there might be a need to have somebody help you with that, because we can only go so far by ourselves. And we are creatures who are meant to experience life in connection with others. Even if we are individuals and individual souls, we are also souls that love and thrive on community and supporting and receiving love. And being able to receive love and care is one of the keys when it comes to creating your new life, and also, opening up to receiving abundance and love from the universe and from your guides. So yes, I hope that this has made sense and resonated with you and brought you some help. If you want to, you are welcome to like and subscribe to my channel for more updates and for more card readings. Be sure to stay tuned for the February astro forecast. That's going to be interesting too. And if you're interested in connecting with me for a personal reading, you'll find all the details in the description as well of how you connect with me. So I'm sending you so much love and hope you're having a lovely month, and I'll talk to you soon.